Alright, go guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we're going to be here with Commander Zavala himself, because he actually has some goodness this Thursday. Well, actually, he had it on Tuesday reset and everything. I completely missed it. But basically, each week, if you were playing the game last week, or you actually got, of course, your Vanguard Arm rewards, you will see he will have these Vanguard Arsenal weapons. Now, if you haven't really done anything last week and you just really want the weapon, you can actually spend Bright Dust to kind of get these unlocked. But basically, each week, Zavala actually has some really good gear in his arsenal. He's got a bunch of tier 4s here right now. Of the Theodolite grenade launcher, Theodolite. I don't know why I said that so awkwardly. Theodolite. But the Theo grenade launcher itself, this is going to be a micro missile frame in the arc slot, which is really, really dope, first of its kind and everything. And the Theodolite, it actually has some really dope ass rolls. As I said, they're going to be tier 4 when you get them from Zavala. You can of course get this by just doing portal activities and everything, but why would you ignore the god rolls you can basically buy off Zavala? Now, I will say a small disclaimer here that you only get really one, or if of course you played a ton last week, you can get multiples, but for the most part, just be careful. It says up here how many you can actually pick or buy, so just be careful before you buy one, because these will all have different rolls. And I will also say, go into each weapon, because they're tier 4s, you don't see every single perk. So you can see there's extra perks here that you won't see on, of course, the preview here. So the first one will have Reconstruction, Reaper's Tide, or the Transcendent Moment, or the Frenzy. Second one is going to have the Eddy Current and the Reaper's Tide, which is actually a cool combo, or the Reverberation and the Binary Orbit. Pretty nice with the Spike Nades as well. There will, of course, be one with Eddy Current, Elemental, and Frenzy, and of course, the Transcendent Moment. Again, a pretty nice one with the Sticky Nades, can be pretty fun. Fourth one is, of course, going to be Eddy Current, False Shot, or Reconstruction, and of course the Binary Orbit. This is the one I would definitely recommend. Eddy Current, False Shot is just a nasty ass combo together. Reconstruction doesn't go with False Shot very well, but Binary Orbit is there as well. They compare to as well. As I said, Spike Nades is always just goated. And last but not least is of course going to be Theodolite with Reconstruction, False Shot, or Reconstruction, Elemental Holding with of course the Danger Zone. People might rather this combo with the Elemental Holding because it's a really dope ass perk, but they are all the Theodolites you can of course get from Zavala. There is going to be origin traits on this as well. So Problem Solver, dealing sustained damage to champion, mini boss, or boss combatants, exhausts them, and grants the weapon handling and reload speed. You also do have Vanguard Determination, which we all kind of really know, and of course the field tested, so if you can get a bunch of kills going on it, it can be really, really nice. This is honestly though a really cool ass grenade launcher. As I said, it's going to be a micro missile, so it's going to basically be like the mountaintop where you can shoot at the ground and pop yourself flying across the sky. They can do a ton of damage and everything as well, and I just think because it's an arc version of this as well, it's definitely worth getting a roll, especially if you can just pick it up off Zavala for free. Basically it's a tier 4, which is just really, really dope. But yeah, we're going to showcase what this like in some PvE. I'm not going to bother with PvP because these are just like bog standard. You shoot down, you can get kills. They're just basically assisting weapons. So without further ado, let's go into PvE with the Theodolite grenade launcher. Alrighty, time for the PvE side of stuff though, with of course the Theodolite. And this is what it's got to be like, of course, when it comes to being able to fly around the place. These sorts of grenade launchers, they are really, really cool for that. And the damage these can do too, you can see it is pretty nice. And especially if you have the Vault Shot and the Eddy Current kind of going, it's going to be pretty nasty as far as special weapons go. Because if you don't know as well, special weapons do actually more when it comes to the old Vault Shot. So you can see the damage on these is like super, super nice, which generally it was always on like shotguns and stuff like that. But now you can actually get it on a grenade launcher, which is honestly pretty big for this sort of archetype as well. Because I will say that this archetype, I wouldn't say it struggles compared to others, but you got waveforms, you got of course Ares and Alls. They're going to be insane, but of course the damage is what makes these super, super strong. And I know people would say Reconstruction would be better because I'm not getting kills here, but it means you can't use the Vault Shot with it. But you can see the damage is just, it's kind of crazy. And ooh, we'll take the freaking exotic, thank you. But it's kind of nasty, and especially when you can get Amplify going pretty consistently on a Titan, especially, or in other classes. Eddy Current just gets you that insta reload basically, and it's just really, really nice, especially because this is an arc weapon. I just honestly think this is just an absolute banger PvE. It's not gonna, as I said, be like everyone's go-to sort of grenade launcher when it comes to ad clear or whatnot potential. Ares and Alls are just kind of insane, but you can kind of see when it comes to movement tech, obviously, as well. It is going to be kind of nasty for that. I've seen, I don't want to waste all my ammo, to be honest, but it is going to be kind of nice for that. And as I said, the damage on these are actually really, really good too. Like these can hit. These can freaking hit. You remember the mountaintop when I have freaking Vorpal and everything as well? Oh man, it used to just be so nasty in the right hands. And this does have the Spike Nades too, so you can't get it going. And I lost my Vault Shot, so we can get it going again. Kill him. Get the Vault Shot going. And the Vault Shot on this is just so nasty, I'm not gonna lie. It's so freaking sweet. I'm telling you, special weapons with Vault Shot are just honestly kind of crazy. What makes this really nice though as well is that, as I said, it's an arc weapon, means that you don't have to, if you want to use of course a micro missile, you don't have to just use mountaintop, which I would say it was definitely a thing for a lot of people. They just want to use one freaking grenade launcher. And it meant your kinetic slot was time to take in. Look, it's freaking special, this guy. But yeah, it means that you can use things like, I don't know, Izanagi's Burden if you want to go like double special or something like that. You could use, of course, Outbreak Perfected if you really want to. I know it's getting nerfed. Don't talk to me about nerfs, boys. Some of those nerfs are terrible. But yeah, you can use, of course, like the Outbreak Perfected. It just means the build potential is a lot better. And obviously, I mean, I should probably be trying to get my Vault Shot going instead of just going for kills. Oh my god. Thank you. And the damage on these is honestly so freaking nice. But you can gotta see, yeah, I just think this is a really dope ass grenade launcher. And the fact that Zavala's selling them the tier 4s for basically a few shillings, it's honestly just definitely worth going to the tower and picking it up before the end of the week. The one thing I will say I'm a little bit sad at is that it doesn't have any sorts of ammo economy sort of generation perks. Like, it doesn't have, of course, oh my god, get one shot. But it doesn't, of course, have like the oh, the vault shot is going off. Look at that, it's killed everything. But it doesn't have like lead from gold and stuff, which would be just super nice for ammo economy and everything like that. But as I said, you can generate ammo pretty consistently in this game with the of course, all the mods and stuff. And as I said, I just think that this weapon, they just do so much damage. And no, didn't mean to shoot that with that, but you know what, take it. Well, they just do so much damage PvE. This is an absolute godsend here. And as I said, it's not just the damage. You also do get a little bit of movement tech. Oh, please let me go over. Oh, we can. Look at that. The movement tech. And then we got Eager Edge as well. Man, look at me freaking zooming. All right, we got a damage on this guy. The one thing I will say, this does have an Ardent trait that does exhaust. So if you can kind of keep your shots, you can see a good problem solver going there. So it does take about 3 shots, which with Reconstruction wouldn't be too bad. I think Reconstruction, though, only brings you to 2 in the mag, right? I'm pretty sure you can only ever really get 2 on these anyway, but it's still going to be super solid, of course, against the bosses to get exhaust going. It does mods, of course, for exhausting things and everything like there was last season. What the freaking Houdini? Well, yeah, there's mods for, of course, exhausting or getting arc debuffs and everything. It is really, really solid for that too, so there's a lot going for this. I'm telling you, this is just like 100% worth getting. You have to try it out because it's an absolute beast. How do we get this guy? No, and burn, baby, burn. I have no ammo. I have a sword on. Oh my god, I forgot I got this thing. But yeah, you can kind of see against the bosses and everything. It is going to be really nice. There's the exhaust coming in again with the problem solver. It's just, there's a lot going for this. Like, there's nothing more I can really say other than you basically need to try to get yourself a roll of this. As I said, this one I really like with, of course, the Vault Shot and the Eddy Current, but there's tons of different rolls that are really, really solid on this. That's Zavala selling. As I said, tier 4s for basically free. I mean, why wouldn't you pick it up? Look at all these guys, though. But why wouldn't you pick it up? It's just basically free ass freaking loot. I'll get this guy. Oh, wow, look at that damage. Oh, buddy. Oh, you nearly one-shot these freaking captains. It's freaking nuts. As the Vault Shot as well, and the special weapon is just, it's so freaking nice to kind of go in with. Ah, we did. Well, overall, yeah, this Theodolite. Absolute banger of a freaking grenade launcher. One of these muskets, as I said, to kind of try out. And there's not many in this archetype as well, where you can kind of get the missile frames. So for that reason alone, it'll be worth getting. But as I said, even the rolls and everything you can get from Zavala, this weapon's just nutty. It's honestly freaking nutty. Well, that is it for me, and of course the Theodolite grenade launcher itself. As I said, you can get this by basically doing, of course, your pinnacle ops and everything like that. Or just doing portal activities. It'll be one of the featured weapons one of the weeks. But the Theodolite itself, you can basically pick it up on Zavala with the tier 4 drop. Add some of the god rolls. This is the one I chose. As I said, Spike Nades, Eddy Current, Vault Shot. You can go this route as well. I wouldn't do this because it's just counterintuitive. Well, you can even do this as well. Like, as I said, this is my favorite roll out of them all. But overall, Theodolite's a musket. It's an absolute freaking beast. It's one of the only ones in the arc slot as well with this archetype too. And you don't have to use Mountaintop, obviously, if you want the movement speed. And the damage these could do is absolutely crazy. So yeah, 100% Theodolite. You got to go to the tower and pick this up while it's available. As I said, it's just damn nasty. It's so freaking dope. But regardless, if you liked the video, just like and read some more content, subscribe on Fantastic Day, and hopefully I'll see the next collective in the next one.